Hello, this is the first video of two to do with keyword research, which I want to focus on with regards to the affiliate stuff that I've been setting up over the past few days. That's what the opt-in box is for, in case you wondered. Thanks a lot for people who have been signing up, that's great. Yeah, it should be very exciting. So this is the first video that out of the whole lot actually, so welcome along. Right, I'll get started. As you can see here on the screen, I've got Google AdWords keyword tool, which no doubt you'll be familiar with. I think this is what we all started out with when we first got involved in internet marketing, or SEO, whatever you want to call it. I believe it was for me too, although when I first started out, I was in the habit of buying up all glossy sort of products, and one of the first ones I bought was something called Micro Niche Finder, which you might also be familiar with. That is a keyword research tool. I've had that for about 2.5 years now. That's pretty good actually, but more recently what I've been finding is with it, it's become buggy, and it's a pain in the butt to keep having to send emails to support, and then they tell you how to stop the current problem with it. So, but otherwise the setup is very good. It's very clear, it's clean, there's not too much information on there, which really suits me. Market Samurai being the other one that most people are familiar with. A lot of people have got it. What I find with that is it's far too much information, there's too much you can do with it, there's too many options. It's not for me at all. I do have it, I would hardly ever use it. It just sits on my desktop gathering dust. Far too many bells and whistles that are really not needed at all. I know it looks good and everybody says it's great and this, that and everything else, but for me now it's just not what I need. The Google AdWords keyword tool is the perfect tool in my opinion. It's better than ever before. Google have done a fantastic job. It's free, as we all know. Right, let's just get into the nitty gritty of this whole thing. If you log into your AdSense or AdWords account, it gives you much more flexibility in the sense that it will offer you far more keywords than if you did not log into your account. If you do not log into your account, the most keywords you'll get when you do research with this particular tool is 100. When you log into your account, you'll get far more keywords if there's more keywords being offered. So in this particular case, I did a search for back pain, just a very general search, and it's come up with 800 keywords. That's good, that's very good. Happy with that. So make sure you log into your account. If you don't have an account, just join up. It's very simple, very straightforward. It takes 10 minutes at the most, I think. My cat's playing with this wire. Stop it. Right, so in this case what I've done is I've specified a location search as being United States, not anywhere else, because the product that I'm going to focus on for the first affiliate dream, I should find the name for that, but at the moment I'll call it affiliate dream, that's the pop-up box, by the way, the one that comes up when you first come to my blog. That's what this whole thing's about. The product is it's being sent only within United States and Hawaii on occasion at the moment. That's going to change, but at the moment, because the cost of sending it abroad to United Kingdom or Japan or Germany or various other places, it's very high. You know, you're talking an extra $100, and the product itself just costs $100 to $130. So if you're adding an extra $100 on for a postage, then it doesn't make any sense. So at the moment, it's just located within the United States. So that is why we will keep our research to the United States. As I mentioned, though, it's going to change. The product will be sent abroad to Europe, Australia, United Kingdom. So that's for future. But at the moment, let's keep it here. Language being English. This here is very important. Over on the left hand side, make sure that you choose exact match. If you leave it to what comes up automatically, which is broad, then your results will be skewed. It's not what we want. We want exact match. match. It's not perfect. For some keywords it's certainly not perfect, for other keywords it's close. So make sure that you choose exact and not leave it as broad. Okay, right, so I've done the search. This is what we come up with. Oops, went down a little bit too far there. Back pain. Back pain is far too broad, okay? We don't want to use that. I know that you probably read ebooks that say always go for high, or always go for a certain amount. You know, you always read something and we'll always go for at least 2,500 searches. That's not what I now follow at all. You know, I've set up my own criteria over years of experience, of hard-earned experience, I might add. You know, there was a time when I looked at the big numbers and thought, yeah, that's the only ones I want to go for because that's what I read in the ebook. I don't now subscribe to that line of thought. It's far too broad, that. If you make any sales, if you ever rank for that, if you decide to rank for it and you ever do rank for it without becoming incredibly frustrated within the next 4 months time because you're still not ranking top 100, then the chances of you making sales once you do rank top 5 is too broad. So don't bother. That's my advice to you. Look for something with much less search volume excuse me, but much more specific. Let's have a look down here. Let's presume that we had a back pain product. In this particular case, yes, it is a back pain product. So this is a good example. We look over here. We look at the global search. The local search for United States, and that is 320. That sounds a bit low, but it's not. And let me explain that. Our particular product is a back pain product, so I imagine I've got a back pain, yeah, on a regular back pain, a pain in my back, as opposed to a pain in my backside. Excuse me. And I want to alleviate this pain. Let's say I've got a problem sleeping because I've got a bad back and it's lower back pain, whatever it might be, it doesn't really matter. But so I'm looking for back pain products, aren't I? It's still kind of broad, but still I might look under back pain products to start with, and then I find the product I'm selling, which is like a mattress type of thing. So I will look at that definitely, you know, and it is actually perfectly suited to my needs. So the chances of me buying it are quite high. So that's good. Therefore, if we go for these smaller long tail, smaller search volume long tail keywords, chances of us making some sales are much higher than if we go for like that low back pain. It's got a very nice search volume, but it's not at all geared to what we're going to be selling. If we rank for that in the next 6 months, because it probably would take us that amount of time, a lot of effort, chances of us making sales pretty low actually, even though it's got a nice high search volume. Whereas this one, if we rank for it in the next 6 or 8 weeks, which is quite reasonable, not that I have checked out the competition yet, but I will do, I'll show you that in the next video, we could possibly rank for this particular one within the next 8 weeks, and the top 5 anyway. Even though it's such a small search volume, the chances that we would make some sales off of that are quite high, because we are selling a product to people who are going to be searching for this, using this as their keyword term. That's the whole point here. You've got to think as the buyer would think. You've got to think as the person who would be suffering from the back pain would think. Okay? If you get that in your mind, every time you do keyword research, you'll be hitting on the right keywords, and the chances of you making the sales once you rank for these particular keywords are high. That's the whole thing, regardless of the fact that we might only be ranking for very small 100, 200, 300, 400 searches, local searches a month. That doesn't really matter. In fact, it does matter, because you'll rank much more quickly for these. There's not a lot of work that's going to be needed for many of these keywords, because most internet marketers or SEO folks are put off by these low numbers, so they're not going to bother trying to rank for them, or if they do, they'll just put in a little bit of effort. So to outrank everybody else, or almost everybody else, it's not going to take us too much work, not going to take us too much time, won't be much investment in terms of money. So we could pick off, say, 10 different long tail keywords that are getting this sort of search volume, 100 to 500 a month on a local basis, and very possibly rank for, say, 7 of them within the next 3 months. Now, even though you've got very low search volume here, the chances of you making a sale or 2 or 3 or 4 sales from each one of these rankings per month is reasonable. That's the whole thing about this. Okay, so that's what you have to be thinking here. Yes, by all means, if you want to go for the longer term, higher search volume stuff, then that's fine. Just make yourself aware that it is going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. Whereas these small ones won't happen overnight, but they'll happen reasonably quickly. So that's what I want to impress upon you for your keyword research. Okay, the next video will be coming up shortly. That will be, what will it be? I can't remember now. It's more keyword research anyway. Yeah, researching your competition. Once you've found a number of these long tails, you want to check out your competition and see what you're going to be up against. Obviously, you know, if you've got quite a lot of stiff stuff in front of you, you don't want to be working hard to rank for this very small search volume. You want it to be easy, you want it to be fast. So that's what I'm going to focus on in the next video. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you shortly.